What's up, guys? Welcome back to my page. I'm Taylor, and a lot of people have been asking me on an update with the Passat all white and that I got from the Carvana's vending machine. And here's your update. So basically the car drives great. I had no problems with the car whatsoever. And recently at 26,000 miles, I was so happy with that car that I turned around and I got a new one. Let's take a look. Okay, guys, so this is my Volkswagen Arteon that I actually recently just got within the 6-month period from Carvana's vending machine. Now, I was so pleased with the Passat that I had to go make another purchase. I upgraded my car recently. The Passat had about 26,000 miles when I went and got this one. This one here I got with only 7,000 miles on it. It was a great price. This is typically a $50,000 car, and I got this car for way cheaper, and it got all the bells and whistles. Let's take a look. Okay, guys, first thing I love about this car is the 20-inch rims. Love them. And second thing I love about the car is the R-line lip that they have on here. It looks really nice. Another thing I love about the car is the grille on this thing is just amazing, right? So then when you touch the door handles, it automatically unlocks, and just the touch of a swipe will lock them back and lock the car back up. Next thing is when you open the door, you will get a Volkswagen hologram, which is awesome as well. And it has light and dark gray leather seats all the way in the back. Also the ambient lighting that wraps around the whole car. Let's hop inside. I usually have my iPad here, and that's basically what I use for as the stereo and everything. I love the digital dash. I love this big screen here that we have. Now, I'm not too big with the screens. I actually have the iPad Pro up there because I like to handle all my business, maybe watch some videos, things like that of that nature. But what's really cool about this is that, like I said before, you can go to, I think it's settings. Go to settings, and then that's where you have the ambient lighting, and you can change the car to whatever color you like the car to be, and it'll also change the middle dash as well. Me, I like the green, and or I usually have it on red, either way. And also what's great about the car is it's hand touch, it's hand sensor, so if you put your hand up, it'll instantly pop up. You really ain't got to do too much with this. Barely touch it, it'll turn up the volume and turn down the volume as well. So you really don't have to press any buttons here. It's really nice. The digital dash is pretty cool. You can go to different views of what you want to do, what you look for while driving. And I think it's just awesome because once you accelerate, it shows exactly the acceleration and everything on it. It's amazing. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, is I'm going to pull this thing out and let you guys see it outside. Let's go. I love the rearview mirror as well because it changes with darkness to light, and it tell you exactly what way you're going, things like that. This also have an automatic sensor, so it will not let you hit anyone before it do. The car will stop immediately, whether you're going forward or reverse. This thing also has what you call parking assistance, and you can see a full 360 around you on here. It's really cool. Sorry guys, my car kind of dirty because all I do is just work and go home. Okay, so let's step out. Stepping outside the car, give you a full look of the Arteon. I love the fact that it has the panoramic roof on the top of it. I love the wide grille with the R-line lip lighting on it. It is really nice. The bottom breathers, the R-line bottom breathers, it's really nice to give it a good touch. Plus the 20-inch rims as well on it. Give you a 360 view, guys. And as you see that Volkswagen symbol popped up, that's because it actually has a camera that pops up going in reverse and everything. I think that was pretty cool too that they did with that. And it also have these tips on there. If you look inside, they actually have 2 tips on each side. From the Volkswagen Passat that I had previously, this one in particularly is a little more. It's an upgrade from what I had before. There's those 20-inch rims. I haven't took it to get a car wash this week. I usually take it once a week to go get a car wash, but I'm gonna do it eventually. It's cold out here in the Midwest. But yeah, guys, let's go back to my office and I'll give you the spiel on how the transition was from the Passat to this Arteon. Real quick, guys, before I do that, I just wanted to show you pulling in. It's great to have this 360 view, because once you're going in, you can see exactly where the stop, how far you're going, things like that. And I think that's just an awesome touch that they give on this Arteon, and that is amazing. What's up, guys? So I am currently 3 cars deep with Carvana vending machine. So let's get right to it. The Passat was a great car. It took me everywhere I need to go without any hassles. It was one of their top of the line premium vehicles from Volkswagen, and the whole transition from me purchasing the car to me leaving the lot was smooth as possible. I had already got the paperwork done before I went to Chicago to go pick up the vehicle. When I got there, I literally just signed like one waiver or whatever, and I got out of there with the car. They spit it out of the vending machine. I got to look over the car, and I still had like so much time to when I got back home. I had like 7 days or whatever, that if I didn't like the car, I could have took it back then with no hassle. So after that, I driven the car for 6 months, and I was so happy with the vehicle that I went ahead and I just like, let me look on Carvana and let me see what else they might have. Then that's when I was kind of looking for an upgrade. So I ended up upgrading to the Arteon from the Passat. And I called over, I talked to their specialist, and they just told me, you know, get the buyout from the Passat and then send it over to them, and they'll tell me whether I have to pay more or whatever would be deducted. So once I got that part of the work done, I was able to send out the paperwork to me again like usual. They mail out the paperwork, or you do it online, and you show your insurance when you pick up the car, show your driver's license, and you literally, smooth transaction, you get out of there with your vehicle. I was so happy though, because in reality, this is a $50,000 car. So I'm going from like Passat to an Arteon. I remember the first time I saw the Arteon, when I was looking for a car with my silver Passat that I had. So I had a silver Passat, I had a black Passat, then I had the white Passat, then I had this Arteon. So 4 cars deep. The first silver car I got from the showroom floor from Volkswagen. And then from there, I just looked it on Carvana one day, because they had this app where you can get out the vending machine or they'll deliver the car to you. I ended up getting the black on black literally delivered to me right in front of my doorstep. That was so awesome. So I got the experience both sides of the Carvana experience, and it was really easy. You could see on the app them like where they are on the map coming to deliver your car. It was so cool. I was so excited. I was hyped up, and they pulled it right in front of my house. Me and my wife was so excited, and I hopped in immediately after they took it off and took it for a drive. He left, and it was my car from there. So there was no hassle whatsoever. And with the white Passat, I had to drive to Chicago to get it. They didn't have delivery in my area at the time, so I had to go ahead and grab that from Chicago. Again, with the Arteon, I had to do the same thing. I had to drive to Chicago. First car with the Passat, I was trading in one car, and then no, actually, I kept the black car and I sold it to someone else, not knowing about the Carvanas. You know, you could sell it to them and all that. So I end up having my brother drive the black on black, going to get the white car, and then we both like drove both of the same Passats back from Chicago, telling each other. It was pretty cool because I got to see my car on the highway for once instead of me driving it, and I just fell in love with that body, that Passat R-Line. Is just amazing. Ever since I saw the R-Line lip, it was just a soul for me. So getting right to it, 6 months down the road from having a white Passat, I was just like, okay, what next? You know, I think I want to upgrade. So I called them. They said they had this car that I was looking at. And what's great about Carvana, I must stress, is that when you go to a dealership, that majority of these dealerships only have that one make and model of the car. So, you know, you go to this dealership, you see that car that you want, you like, this is the car, you know what I mean? And then you go to that car and you realize that, okay, this car got like 100,000 miles on it. And then you end up buying it anyway because of the body and the shape that you really want the car. So you end up buying it anyway for what's presented to you. With Carvana, they have multiple of different colors, different years, make and models of the same exact car, from the trim of the R-Line trim to, you know, the other premium trims. They got like 3 different premium trims on each vehicle that you could purchase from Volkswagen. So I was just like ecstatic, blown away, and was just amazed that you actually have a choice here versus going to a dealership where you don't have a choice, and it's just like you got to pick what they got on the lot at the time. So I was so happy. I had picked between like a blue Arteon, it was like an all white Arteon, and it was an all black Arteon, and then it was that red baby. I'm looking at it and I'm just like blown away, and it didn't have any major scratch marks, didn't have any major anything on it. So when I got it back though, we'll talk about that later. So when I got there, like I said before, it came down the vending machine, they spit it out, and the guy drove it around this time versus it actually shooting out for me because it went the opposite way than it usually goes. And basically he pulled it around and he got the key from the white Passat, and he looked at that car. He took pictures and everything. I already had the estimate value, already signed the paper, so everything was done. All I had to do was just sign the last paper and then just get the car. So when he passed me the key, I'm just looking at this beautiful car like, wow, this is really mine. And it's a $50,000 car. So once it got in my hand, I just like walked around in it. And when I sat in it, it was just like so plush. The drive of the car is like totally night and day from the Passat because it grips the ground. It's real wide, it sits low, and it just like give you that all-around sedan feel that you want other than a sports car. Because I'm not really the sports car type, but I love sports cars. I just don't like the bells and whistles that it come with. It's just really basic inside those sport cars. And if you're not really just all excited about the actual engine, then you can get bored with it real easy. Hearing the noise for some long amount of period of time could be annoying to you, but if you love them, then that's what you're getting it for, and I understand that. I would want something like a more upscale luxury, like a Porsche, and from there, so basically this car just felt right. When I got in the driver's seat, it just felt right. Um, and the highway drive was just like smooth as butter. I got home with it and I've been driving it for 6 months now. And again, I must say that this is amazing vehicle, and Carvana is an amazing company. It's really up to you. You pick a car with a lot of miles on it, you're gonna have problems. You pick a car with decent miles on it, you are not going to have as many problems that you would with a car that is almost brand new. So mine only has 7,000 miles on it. I try to stay around that range from 20 to 0 miles, just so I don't have to pay all the maintenance fees on that thing. And then it also still have a wraparound um, warranty on it, manufacturing warranty on it from the actual manufacturers. So that's what's really great about buying a car with low miles. But here I am now with the Arteon. I love the car, and I don't know what I'm gonna do because it's been 6 months and I could kind of trade it in. I was actually looking at the Cross Sports. Maybe I'll go there. They got the new 2024 Cross Sport. I love the glow on the logo in the front and the back of that vehicle. It's a beauty. So, give me some good likes on here. Smash the like button if you enjoy this, guys. This, just information I'm giving you and my hard investments that I'm putting into Carvana. And also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I got multiple different videos that I do as well. So this is my review and recap on that R-Line Passat switching over to the Arteon. All right, guys, peace.